Well, Mama, you're going to drive me to drink it if you don't stop driving that hot rod Lincoln. Unless you're Lynn Luckin, of course, who had a full pull to begin with tonight and now goes into the pull-off against Alan Gaines. The hot rod Lincoln, Mike. We talked to Lynn Luckin earlier tonight. He told us he felt good about his car, and he sure did because he drove it out the door.
But it's a pretty car, and it's got to be one of the most unique vehicles that anyone has ever seen in a two-wheel drive. But can he beat the Wheelie King? We'll know in a moment. Important to point out that the sled has been reweighted. Important to point out that the sled, the gears on it have been readjusted so that that box will come up a lot quicker now than what it did the first time down the track. I don't think we're going to see a full pull now, but we'll see. Here is the hot rod Lincoln. He's trying. Well, that was a good pass for Hot Rod Lincoln. He's down deep, means that Alan Gaines needs to study his lesson. Now, Mike, that they have reweighted or readjusted the gear on that sled, will that now mean that these guys will approach it any differently? Will they readjust? I really think so. I think you're going to see Alan, when he raises it up this time, going to nail it? He'll nail it. And we will see Alan Gaines run down the track and go after the hot rod Lincoln. Alan's climbing into the cab, and we're climbing into the commercial part of our broadcast. We'll be back in Minneapolis in just a second. We're back at the Metrodome in Minneapolis. I'm Ken Broo along with Mike Gallaway. The hot rod Lincoln has already had his kick at the curb, 176 feet and 6 inches. And that is exactly what Alan Gaines must equal or better to win the pull-off. Alan Gaines went out the door like the hot rod Lincoln in the first pull tonight, and now he tees himself up for what could be one whale of a win. Mike Gallaway seems to think that once the nose is up in the air on this, that Alan Gaines will waste little time and just nail it. Going to be yesterday's news. This is the man. Alan Gaines waiting for the green flag, and he's got it. The front end will go up in the air first, and then Alan Gaines will lower that right foot on the accelerator and take this baby right out the door. Up the truck comes and down the pedal goes. Uh-oh, he's having a hard time. Now he got a hold of it. Now the truck is hooked. It's a rocket. It's a rocket to the door. He's got it. Gaines is on his way. He's out of here. He's done it. He's won it. Alan Gaines has smoked them tonight. Once again, defending his title as the Wheelie King. He is the man. Alan Gaines out the cab, sands the boots and the wind. That was a drive and a half. The trouble, the truck struggled early. It finally found a place to run, and when it did, it looked like a rocket. And Alan checking everything over. Alan's saying we'll check that out for next time, but he's got first prize money tonight. And as you said, Mike, he basically only had half a track to work with tonight because he struggled for the first half of this pull. Front end comes up, tires break loose, but there's no ground speed with him, Ken. None whatsoever. Just all he can do actually just to go anywhere, but you see him hunting a place to run. Right there, seems like the truck took off just like it was on solid ground, rocketing right straight up in the air and down the track for a full pull for Alan Gaines, gently lowering the Orange Blossom Special back to earth. Well, Mike Gallaway, this is about as awesome a machine as you're going to find in a truck pull. This is the Bud Boss, the new and improved Bud Boss. Gary Collins, a couple of years ago, went back to the garage in El Dorado Springs and said, I got to come up with something just a little bit bigger and a little bit better, and he did. He came up with this 3,000 horsepower, two 540 Keith Black Hemis, a value of in excess of $100,000, and where do you see this thing run? Unbelievable. Aero Max 9,000 Ford heavy truck. What? The Bud Boss cooking. Look out, he's on his way. Whoa!
Oh, man. I tell you, the sled driver was hanging on for all of his life, too.
Oh, boy, did he make the turn as he headed to the tunnel? Gary Collins and Ken, no doubt a full pull, but I hope we can see this on replay. You're going to see something truly amazing.
It looked like he had a plane to catch.
Watch Gary Collins. If you could see the flags on the back of his truck. He leaves with the sled, boy. He is on his way and really hooked up. It's flying. Look at the flags. They've turned around backwards. That is the aerodynamics. The flags are actually what should be flying the other direction. But see how they're sticking out there? Well, the wind coming over the top of it turns the flags around. That just goes to show you how aerodynamic that is. Look at the flags going the wrong direction. There is the Budweiser boss, Gary Collins.
We'll have more here from the Metrodome in Minneapolis, but before we break away, let's take a look and see who's doing what in the points championship race. Ken Broo along with Mike Gallaway. And Mike, we're ready to go here with the battle of the monster trucks. We've got 10 tonight. And what's the format?
Well, they're staging them both on concrete, so it's going to be quite an exciting race. You go down the track, make a U-turn, and over the cars. The finish line, as we mentioned, is the area on the last car. The last car is the finish line, so that's going to be the point to look at. The 8 fastest will come back to run again. The 2 slowest will go home. So this is qualifying, but they're only going to qualify 8 out of the 10. Fred Schaefer on this side, Jim Kramer on the other side. Schaefer out of the hole, and what a shot. And it's going to be tough. They're going to have to move some trucks. Watch out, they're together.
Oh, man.
They've bumped. Bigfoot and Barefoot have bumped in the turns, and this is in qualifying only. Now, their problem is there's a little bit of dust on it. There's dust on the track, and Bigfoot went into the slide. They were both sliding, and they came together. Look at the tire. Look at the left front tire on Bigfoot. It is absolutely mashed. The Bigfoot truck came out on the worst end of it as he shut it down right there. It's got a severely bent wheel.
Mike, also, that was one thing, but the turn back where the other monster trucks are is awfully tight. In fact, Schaefer almost took out some monster trucks that are just sitting there waiting to go.
Well, I believe they may want to revamp this situation a little bit. May want to move some trucks. Bigfoot, now I don't know what they were going to do on it. Bigfoot goes ahead and crosses the finish line, but here's the deal, Ken. The 2 slowest trucks go home.
Probably, yeah, just a safety precaution in case someone doesn't finish or breaks down, but certainly not the kind of start Bigfoot needed tonight.
Well, in qualifying, look at Fred Schaefer. At the tight turn, the tires are really turned, but see the dust, and he's sliding. He's sliding around. Now, you're going to notice Bigfoot coming over on the side, and he also is in a tremendous slide. I don't know what, but they hit. Oh. Boy, I mean, they hit hard. I don't know what on the Barefoot truck that Bigfoot hit, but it sure bent the left front wheel on the truck. Fred Schaefer goes ahead and crosses the finish line, but surely took a real hard beating on that. So that's going to be something we're going to have to kind of keep in touch with, as the 2 slowest will not qualify and will go on the trailer.